we have seen the project that we will be building in this course. That being said, it's just part 1. What we'll be building in part 2? Let's take a look at all of that in this video. Now part 2 will be an advanced section for this course that will be learning lots of new things and more complicated logics in part 2. Part 2 will have all the default features that we have right now in the application, where we can go to the details, add product to the cart, and we can add multiple products. We can go to the shopping cart. Here we need to sign in. So you can see the first change here is we have Facebook sign in that is available here, or you can sign in as an admin or customer user using the email and password. Let me log in as a user account, and in this user account we have the shopping cart where you can remove the items, hit continue, and you can submit an inquiry which will send an email to the admin. Once an inquiry confirmation is sent to the admin, you see that we have nice toaster notification that we will be adding in our project. Now most of this functionality will be completed in part 1 of the application. Along with that, if we log out, and this time if we log in as an admin user, you will see more options. Part 1 will have content management with category, application type, and product. But with part 2, what we'll be building is we'll have order management. In there we have order list and inquiry. We are getting into the things that are different with part 2. Here when you are logged in as an admin user, and if you add items to the cart, now you see we have options of adding the square feet that user wants for a particular product. Let's say we enter 10 here, add cart. Let's add one more item to the shopping cart. Then if we go in the shopping cart, you can see we have square feet and total price for the project. These features will be available only to admin user. So admin can add or edit few items, update the shopping cart, and once everything looks good, they can check out. Now how the checkout functionality works is someone comes in the store, they select the stone that they like, and admin creates an order for them. Admin will populate all of their details and they will enter the cart number. Here we are using Braintree for credit card processing. So I know the dummy card that Braintree accepts for Visa, which is 4 and all 1. Expiration should be something valid. Here if you try something invalid and hit submit order, you have the validation that card is not valid. So once the card number is valid and if you hit submit order, the processing takes place and you see the order has been created. Here it displays the order number. What happens once an order has been created? The customer's credit card will be charged and we will see how to make the transactions as well as how to refund the transactions using Braintree. Then if we go to order management, right here you see we have order list and inquiry list. Inquiry list will be something that customer do on their side when they submit an inquiry. So if you go to inquiry list table, there will be quite a few inquiries that customers will be submitting. Admin can take a look at all the inquiries that were submitted and they have options of converting all the items in inquiry and adding them to the shopping cart. Once they click, you can see the products in inquiry gets added to the shopping cart. Then they can manage the quantity or square feet and place an order. These are some of the basic features that we have provided or enhanced in our application. But that's not it. If we go to order management and inside order list, here you can see we have some filtering on tables and pagination. But this table looks different, and that is because we are using Syncfusion here. Advantage that we get here is in the order status. If we select approve and hit enter, it only gets the approved. So that way your front end is not populated that heavily. By default right now, all the orders are being loaded but you can change that as per your requirements. So we have filtering based on name, phone number, order date and email, and for all of the orders, the most recent one that we placed here, we can view the details. Admin can update any of the details about the order and hit update order details. You also see transaction ID that we retrieved from Braintree when their credit card was processed. Admin can view the details or they can start the processing here. Once they start the processing, if we go back the details and if we scroll down, the order status now is processing and the next order is ship order. So once the order is processed and it's ready to be shipped, we'll click ship order. Once you do ship order, you can see the status is now updated to shipped, and the only option available with admin is to cancel an order. If they cancel an order, we need to consider two scenarios. If their credit card has been authorized and charged, then we need to provide them with the refund. But sometimes what happens is the transaction has not been settled. If that is the case, then Braintree, we need to figure out how to handle the transaction and money properly. I will show you all of that as we proceed with the course. So you can see there are many things that we'll be adding on to this project. And what you see is not everything that will be covered. In the part 1, when we'll build our project, it is not efficient for a large-scale application. So in part 2, we'll be redesigning the architecture of our project to make sure it can handle mid-scale to large-scale projects. So we'll be learning a good architecture pattern and we'll be modifying and using repository pattern for database. That being said, there are many things that we'll be covering during the part 2 of the advanced course. So let's get started with all of those from the next video.